study about the de Broglie hypothesis and wavelength of matter wave. In 1924, French scientist de Broglie observed that when light radiation, which is in wave form, so particle nature according to quantum theory, then he reasoned that at a specific condition when light behave as dual nature as well as wave and as particle. So when light, so wave nature and particle nature, then de Broglie observed that nature is symmetrical, then at a specific condition a particle also behave as wave. He studied about moving particle. Then he proposed a hypothesis which is known as de Broglie hypothesis. According to de Broglie hypothesis, a wave is associated with every moving particle, which is known as de Broglie wave or matter wave, because this wave is related by matter particles. So the wavelength associated with matter particle is known as matter wave. According to de Broglie, a wave is associated with every moving matter particle, or simply we can say that particle, which is known as de Broglie wave or matter wave. Since we know that electron, proton, neutrons, these are matter particles which are related by any matter. So, according to de Broglie, a wave is associated with every moving particle or matter particle, which is known as de Broglie wave or matter wave. According to de Broglie, the wavelength of the matter particle is inversely proportional to the momentum of given particle. That is, the wavelength associated with matter wave, the wavelength associated with matter wave is inversely proportional to the momentum of the particle. That is, the wavelength associated with matter particle lambda proportional 1 by p, where p is momentum or lambda is equal h by p, where h is Planck constant. H is Planck constant, which value is equal 6.62 times 10 to the minus 34 joule second, and p is momentum. P is momentum of the particle. Since we know that momentum of a particle is dependent on its velocity, because we know that momentum of a particle is measurement of the velocity. If the mass of the particle is m and velocity is v, then momentum of the particle P is equal mv, where m is mass of the particle, and v is velocity of the particle. So, if the mass and velocity of particle is given, then we can calculate wavelength associated with the particle. Hence, putting value of in equation first, we get wavelength associated with particle from equation first. Wavelength associated with particle lambda is equal h by mv. This formula for wavelength of the particle in terms of mass and velocity. Since we know that kinetic energy of a moving particle with velocity v is given as E equal half mv square. This can also written as half m square v square by m. And since we know that momentum of the particle p is equal to mv, so here we write on the place of p square m square h p square by m, or p square is equal to 2m ek, or p is equal to under root 2m ek. Now we put value of momentum p in equation second, then we can find out another formula for the wavelength. Lambda is equal h by under root 2m ek, or this can also be written as simply lambda is equal h by under root 2m k, where k is kinetic energy. Here k represents kinetic energy of the particle. So here we see that if the kinetic energy of moving particle is known, then we can calculate value of wavelength lambda. There is another formula for kinetic energy of a particle, charged particle. Suppose that any charged particle like as electron, proton, alpha particles accelerated with potential V. If a charged particle like as electron, proton and alpha which are accelerated with potential V, then the kinetic energy of the charged particle is given as Ek is equal to Qv, where Q is the charge of particle and V potential difference which is applied for accelerating to charged particle. So here we can put Ek is equal to Qv in equation third. From equation third, the wavelength of the matter particle lambda is equal h by under root 2m qv. This is another formula for the wavelength of matter particle. So here we see that if mass, velocity, kinetic energy or potential are given, then we can calculate value of wavelength. Now we find formula for wavelength of the matter wave of different types particle. Wavelength of matter wave, wavelength of matter wave, wavelength of matter wave associated, wavelength of matter wave associated with different types of particle, different types of particles. Different type of particles. First of all, we find out value of wavelength associated with electron or electron. Since we know that electron is a charged particle, if electron is accelerated with potential difference V, then its kinetic energy Ek is equal qb. Since the wavelength associated with matter particle lambda is equal h by under root 2 m ek. If the kinetic energy of a matter particle is given, then we can calculate wavelength. Here we see that charged particle electron is accelerated with potential V. So its kinetic energy equal to QV, joule. Here is kinetic energy equal to QV, joule. So here putting value of Ek, we find out 2m QV. Since value of Planck constant H is equal 6.62 times 10 power minus 34 joule second, and with the mass of electron 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kg. Q is the charge of electron, which is equal to E, and this is equal to 1.6 times 10 power minus 9 coulomb. Putting the value of Planck constant H, mass of the electron ME, and charge of electron in this equation, we can find out wavelength. So wavelength associated with electron lambda is equal 6.62 into 10 power minus 34 divided by under root 2 into 9.1 into 10 power minus 31. This is the mass of electron, and charge of electron is 1.6 times 10 power minus 90 into V. V is potential difference. Since we know that if any quantity is given as under root AB, so this can be written as under root A into under root B. So here V is as a multiple form, so taking V outside, and this can be written into under root V. Solving these, we can obtain value of wavelength associated with electron lambda E is equal 12.27 by under root V into 10 power minus 10 meter. And since we know that 10 power minus 10 meter is equal 1 angstrom, so this is written as 12.27 by under root V angstrom. By this formula, we can calculate wavelength associated with electron. That is, when an electron accelerated with potential V, then wavelength associated with electron is find out by this formula. Now we calculate wavelength for proton. For proton, for the proton, since we know that proton is accelerated with potential difference V, then its kinetic energy also Ek is equal to QV. Here we know that the wavelength associated with matter particle lambda is equal h by under root 2 m QV. Here Q is the charge of the particle and V is the potential difference. So for the proton wavelength lambda b is equal h by under root 2 m p QPV. Here h is Planck constant, mp is the mass of proton, which value is 1.67 into 10 power minus 27 kg, and charge of the proton, charge on the proton is equal charge of electron, which is equal to 1.6 times 10 power minus 90 coulomb. Putting these value in this equation, we can find out wavelength associated with proton accelerated by potential difference V. So lambda p is equal 6.62 times 10 power minus 34 divided by under root 2 into 1.67 times 10 power minus 27 into multiplying by charge 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 into V. Solving to this, we can find out wavelength associated with proton 0.286 by under root V angstrom. So, if the value of potential difference by which proton is accelerated is given, then we can find out wavelength. Now we calculate wavelength associated with alpha particle or alpha particle. Since wavelength associated with a matter particle accelerated with potential V is given as lambda is equal h by 2m QV. For alpha particle, lambda alpha is equal h by under root 2m alpha Q alpha V. Here m alpha is the mass of alpha particle, which value is equal to 4 times of the mass of proton. The mass of alpha particle is 4 times of the mass of proton. So this is equal 4 into 1.67 into 10 power minus 27 kg. And also we know that the charge of alpha particle is equal to twice of the charge of electron. So putting this value in this equation, 6.62 times 10 power minus 34 divided by 2 into 1.2 into 4 MP into 2E V. So this is equal to lambda alpha is equal 6.62 into 10 power minus 34 divided by 2 into 4 into 1.67 into 10 power minus 27 into 2 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 into V. So here putting value of mass of proton and electron, we can calculate, then we find out that the value of wavelength associated with alpha particle is often 0.101 by under root V angstrom. So putting the value of V in this equation, we can find out wavelength associated with alpha particle. Now we calculate the value of wavelength of neutral particles or gas particles, gas atoms. So for neutron, since we don't know that neutron is neutral particle, hence according to formula, the wavelength associated with particle lambda is called h by under root 2 MEK. Neutron is a neutral particle, so it cannot be excited by applied potential. So it is excited by heating effect. Since we know that the kinetic energy of particle is given as 3 by 2 kT, where k is Boltzmann constant. K is Boltzmann constant, which value is 1.38 into 10 power minus 23 joule per Kelvin, and T is absolute temperature. Absolute temperature, which is equal to degree Celsius plus 273. Now here we put in the value of h by 2 into m into 3 by 2 kT. So 2 and 2 cancel. So lambda is equal to h by under root 3m kT. Now putting value of h, m, k and t, 6.62 times 10 power minus 34 divided by under root 3 into here mass m is the mass of neutron. So for neutron wavelength become, putting this value 3 into mass of neutron is equal also mass of the proton 1.67 into 10 power minus 27 into Boltzmann constant 1.38 into 10 power minus 23 into T, where T is the absolute temperature. So solving to this, we can find out the wavelength associated with neutron. Lambda n is equal 30.8 by under root T angstrom. Hence, by this formula, it is clear that if the value of temperature by which neutron is heated is given, then putting value of temperature T in this equation we can find out the wavelength associated with neutron. Thank you.